Hi everyone, I'm Ms. Karen at Adams Memorial Library here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. Welcome to our November Inquire with Venn program. Well, when you think of November, do you think of Thanksgiving? Well, if you do, you are in luck with this month's kit because the theme this month is Thanksgiving. So besides the activities that I'm going to tell you about that will be in the kit from the different PBS Kids Friends, we have a couple of Thanksgiving crafts for you too. We have this pumpkin, but it's not just a decoration. It's also can be a special way to say I love you to your friends and family. And you know, you can't have Thanksgiving without turkeys. And so here is a turkey, and here's another one that you can use for decorations. So you can make those with the kits. The kits will be available in the children's department. You can come down and get one, or it's as many as you need, or you can always call us and reserve them. And you can just pick it up through curbside service. You don't even have to come inside if you don't want to. And if you're not able to come in and get a kit, you can always email us at kids@adamslib.org, and I'd be happy to email you the information about how to make the crafts and the other activities that are here for you for this month. But if you are able to come and get a kit, come on down to the children's room. We'll have them as long as supplies last. So the other things that you can do for Thanksgiving, Daniel Tiger has some thank you notes. Daniel has thank you tree that he writes notes on. He and his friends write notes on to somebody special to say thank you. Well, here are some cards that you could send to somebody to say thank you. And when it's time for Thanksgiving, here are some Let's Go Luna place cards. You could fill these out before people get there, and then you can tell them where to sit at the table for Thanksgiving or anytime really, but you can use these place cards. And a thing that you can do as a Thanksgiving activity together with your loved ones is make a gratitude jar. This is a Cyberchase gratitude jar, so you can decorate it with Cyberchase characters. And all you would do is you get a jar, whatever kind you have, whatever kind you'd like. It can have a lid, cannot have a lid. You can put the decorations on like this, but you can write down, get a piece of paper, and everybody can write down something that they're grateful for. And then you can put those all in your gratitude jar, and you can keep adding to it, and it'll be there. And if you ever feel bad, if you need a little pick-me-up, you could open it up and look at the things and think, oh, those are nice things to be grateful for. Another thing you can do that would be even the gratitude jar, even taking a step more than that, is to make a time capsule. Do you know what a time capsule is? A time capsule is something that people put a collection of things in now, and then they make a note to open it up in the future. And sometimes they do it for, it could be 100 years before somebody opens it up again. Sometimes they would do that in towns and leave notes that say, hey, in 100 years, here's where we put the time capsule, open it up and see what we were doing 100 years ago. But you could do it as a Thanksgiving activity. So you could write, and everybody at the Thanksgiving table could write the things that they're grateful for, they're thankful for this year. And then you could put it in a jar, just a little jam jar here. So whatever kind you have. And if you wanted to be fancy, you could bury it in the backyard. If you want to just put it in a closet, you could do that. And then you could open it up next Thanksgiving in 2025. And you could see the things that you were grateful for this year in Thanksgiving 2024. And you can add more things. And so you can just do this every year and write more and more things to be thankful for. And here's another kind of interesting activity that you could do with all your guests. Here's a little survey of things, and this is a Venn diagram. So how Venn diagrams work is this one says kids, adults, parents and adults, and this one says grandparents. And see how they're in circles and they overlap? Well, if it's something that only pertains to kids, it goes in this part. If it goes into the adults and the kids both like it, it can go in this part. If it goes with the kids and the grandparents like something, it can be written in this part. And if everybody likes it, it can go in the middle. And some of the things you can ask about are, how do you feel about pumpkin pie? You can say if you like it or you don't like it. If you like pumpkin pie, you can mark it on the Venn diagram. Or how do you feel about watching football? You think football's fun? You can write that down too. You can say, yes, I vote for football. And if you don't, then you don't have to. And if you're excited that Christmas is coming next, you can see how many people at the table are excited about that and mark it all on your diagram. So this is some activities that you could do for Thanksgiving. And you could also make some crafts too. You could either make them before and have them ready, or you can make them with your Thanksgiving guests while you're waiting for your meal to start. I think it would be especially nice to make one of these pumpkins for all the people who are working hard to prepare the Thanksgiving dinner, because that is a lot of work, friends. And I think it would be very nice if you make sure they have an I love you pumpkin. It tells them all the things that you love about them, or it can just be why you think somebody's special. Now, I did this pumpkin for Miss Mary, and so what you do, you're going to have orange strips. There'll be an orange piece of paper, a few orange pieces of paper in your kit, and a piece of green paper too to make the stem. Now for the orange strips, you will cut them and then you'll write something on all of them. So you can have some of them prepared before. If you want to do this with everybody at your Thanksgiving table, you can do that too. You can have the orange strips ready, and then you can write, like I would say, I love Miss Mary, or I wrote Miss Mary is, and then everybody could fill something out. So if you were doing it for your grandmother, you could say, I love Grandma because, and then everybody could write something on their strip, or Grandma is, and then everybody could write something that way. So on this one for Miss Mary, I put Miss Mary is excellent at remembering people's names, that she's always on time, she is a great friend, and she is a library superhero. And I think all those things are true about Miss Mary. So when I give this to her, she can have it, and it'll be pumpkin for her. Now, when you have your orange piece of paper, maybe I'll show you this way. This is the way you can cut the strips. And to be honest with you, I started off making strips that were 1 inch wide, and that didn't seem quite wide enough. And then I made ones that were 1 3/4 inch wide, and that seemed too wide. So these ones are kind of right in the middle, and that seemed just right. So these strips were about 1 1/4 inch wide. You can make them 1 1/2 inch wide if you want. And however wide you make the strips, that kind of dictates how many you're going to get out of a piece of paper. If you make them wider, you'll have fewer strips. If you make them thinner, you'll have more strips. So you can decide how to do whichever way you like. But when you've cut your strips, you will have a couple of brass fasteners in the kit. And if you have a hole punch, that makes this a little bit easier to use a hole punch to make the holes in the end of the orange strips. But if you don't, you could still do it without. You could fold over the end and then take a pair of scissors and just make a little snip like that. And that could be the hole that you could put the brass fastener through. So however you do it is fine. But once you've cut your strips, then you'll put a hole on one end and the other of each of the strips. And then you will take the little brass fastener and attach all the strips together at the top. Put the fastener in there and close it on the back. And then you would take another brass fastener and put it on the bottom. So you'll put it through all the holes on the bottom and open it up so it's attached that way. And then all your strips are going to be attached together at the top and the bottom. And then what you'll do is sort of curve them down like this and spread them out. So this is the one that I thought was a little bit too, I thought the strips were a little bit too thin because you kind of, well, I don't know. Depends on how you want your pumpkin to look. So if you want it like that, you can do that too. But before, remember when you cut the strips out, that's when you write on them. So once you've written everything you love or all the good things that everybody can think of about your person. That's when you take them all, make them into a pumpkin, and then you'll take a little bit of green paper, and then you can make a stem. So really, you just have to sort of glue it on top like that. And then if you would like, you could take one for everybody who's there, all your friends and family, and you could put them all on a long string and hang it up as a garland. Or you could use this together with the Let's Go Luna placeholder. The place card, you can use this and put it at everybody's seat at the table rather, for Thanksgiving. Or you can just use them to decorate. So that's how the pumpkins work. In the kit also will be a piece of paper, a piece of brown construction paper that'll be 9 inches by 12 inches. And that's what you will make both of the turkeys from. So if you cut it in half this way, you should be able to get half to make this turkey, and the other half you can use to make this turkey. For this turkey, you'll take the template that's in your kit and cut out the smaller circle for the turkey's head, the larger circle for the turkey's body. And then you'll put them on your piece of paper. Here, I'm going to hold it up so you can see how I did it. You might have to make sure they're a little bit close together in order to have enough paper to do both the crafts. So you will take the paper, put them together like this, trace them, cut them out, and that's going to be your turkey's body. You can decorate it however you like. There will be some orange paper if you would like to cut a couple of strips to make legs, and then if you want to make them like this, so they're zigzaggy, you accordion fold the orange strips. You could cut these about an inch wide, 5 or 6 inches long, and then to accordion fold, you fold it one way and then the other, back and forth, and then that's what will make them zigzaggy. And then you can use some paper to make a beak, to make eyes, to make feet if you want, but to make the turkey's feathers, you will find the coffee filter that is in the kit. And I did mine by coloring it with markers, and then I put water on it, and I put a little bit too much water on it. That's why some of the color leached out. And the most important thing about doing any coffee filter art is to make sure that you put paper towels or paper or newspaper or something underneath, because it will leak through once you put some water on. So see here, some of my color came off on these paper towels. It's a little stack of paper towels. Make sure you put something down first before you do your coffee filter tail feathers. Once you do, you can color it however you would like. You can color it with marker. If you have watercolor paints at home, you can use that. If you have a paintbrush, you could dip it in water and put a little bit of water on. You could, if you have a dropper, you could drop some water on. You pour very carefully, but again, if you put too much water on, it'll take some of the color out. So if you want it to be brighter color, just put a little bit of water on, let it dry, and then that's the back. This coffee filter makes the feathers for your Thanksgiving turkey. So once that's all dry, you just glue your turkey on and let it shine. Now to make this little turkey, it is another bookmark. It can be used as a bookmark, or you can just use it as a decoration. And this one is actually from Crayola Arts, this idea. But to do it, you'll make the same kind of corner bookmark, and you will use the other half of the square. So, the other half of the paper to make a square. So if you you can make a 6-inch square, you can make 5-inch square. Just make sure that you cut it out so both sides are even, all the sides are even, to make a square. And once you have your square, to make it with the little pouch so you can put it on a book like this, you take your square and you fold one end up to make a triangle. And then once you have the triangle, you'll have the long part at the bottom, the points at the top. You will take one end, one corner, and bring it all the way up to the top. You will take the other corner and bring it up to meet the first one, up to the top. And then it will go from a triangle to a diamond, like that. Crease it all. And then once you've done that, you undo those last two folds again. And then you'll take one of the piece of papers at the top. You'll have two since you folded it in half. You take the front one, fold that down, and then do that fold again. But this time, instead of taking it to the top corner, you fold it, and that's how you make this little pouch. You fold it inside. So you bring it up and then stick it down like that. That makes a little pouch, and that's what's also going to make your turkey when you make it out of brown paper. There will be some other construction paper in your kit, and probably a piece of kind of printed paper. So if you want to make your turkey feathers like that, but you'll just need to cut out some feathers. You're going to glue them onto the back of the turkey, because this is how it's going to look on the page. I guess it would be a little bit crooked. It would be like that. So the feathers are on the back and the face is on the front. We'll put some wiggle eyes in for you, and you can cut out a beak. You can cut out a little wattle if you want that. You'll cut out your feathers. You can decorate it however you like, and then you're ready to mark your book, whatever you're reading on Thanksgiving, or just use it as a decoration. So as I said, the materials will be in the kit. Please come down to the children's room and get them. We'll have them as long as supplies last. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for coming to get the kits. And thank you as always to our friends at WQED. We love WQED and we love Clearview, who make it possible for us to bring these kits to you. Thank you very much for watching, friends. We'll be back in December with another Inquire Within program. I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Bye.